Gentlemen, I am so excited to bring this boot to the channel. Saddleback Leather has created their own boot. They offer it in 3 colors, and today we are reviewing it on the Gentleman's Journey. Be sure to stick around because you're gonna hear about the last of this boot. It's actually healed the feet of millions of servicemen from 1912 to 1970. What do you say we get right into it? Now friends, you know if you watch back the channel, we are not new to Saddleback Leather. I've reviewed their thin front pocket briefcase and their 16-inch drawstring backpack. Both of these are incredible products and I stand by Saddleback completely. And be sure to check out the Love 41 products. Now that's a mission that we can really get behind over here on the Gentleman's Journey. Now Saddleback did send out these boots for me, and I want to let you know, just like any other video, there's no contracts being signed. I don't have a script. I'm not going to submit this video for approval before it comes out. But I'll tell you what, I really care for you guys and I care for good products. I'm not going to put stuff out there that I'm not interested in. I wouldn't keep coming back to a company if I don't stand by their stuff. So thank you so much to Saddleback. Now let me preface with this. Saddleback has outdone themselves with this boot, and it has quickly bumped itself up to the top end of my collection. Aside from the shiny chrome eyelets, this is the most formal boot that I own. I recently wore these to a Christmas Eve church service with a pair of tan chinos, button-down shirt, tie, and a gray vintage tweed sports coat. This boot's gonna look really good with jeans, chinos, maybe some corduroy pants, and just like on their website, you can go ahead and cuff the bottom of your pants. Now do as I say, not as I do. I haven't quite got into utilizing the cuff at this point, but I know a bunch of you guys have and really appreciate that. Due to the shiny chrome eyelets, I'll say that these are not gonna pair well with a 2-piece suit, even in a casual environment. This oxblood color will pair very good with the following pants I'm gonna show you, but just keep in mind that they do have a black version and a tan version of this boot. So as you're looking at what option you wanna go with, start thinking about what kind of wardrobe you have, what wardrobe you aspire to or might be getting ready to purchase, and then that way you'll start thinking, how am I gonna wear this boot and in what occasion? So here you'll see a pair of tan Levi's XX chinos. This is a solid choice and I think they complement each other very well. Next up is a pair of Banana Republic 100% cotton chinos. Again, a similar color tone but different cut at the opening of the pant. And many of you will have a pair of blue denim Levi's in your wardrobe, which makes for a classic combo that every gentleman can pull off as a daily outfit. And I also have a couple other pair here, a green Levi's, kind of an olive green. That goes really good with the burgundy colors. And then another set of gray Levi's. I wear these often. That's another color that goes really good with burgundy shoes in general. Yeah, here's a pair of dress slacks, for example. Note that gray or charcoal pants are a wonderful color option for burgundy shoes, but this style trouser is too formal for these boots. Now let's get to the build quality and the construction on these boots. These boots are handmade in Italy, but unfortunately we don't know who the makers are or what the tanneries are that they use. The boots are made from full grain vegetable tan leather and calfskin lining from cows in Northern Europe and a tannery in Italy. Head over to the Saddleback website and you'll learn more than you may care to know about Saddleback's thought process on the leather, including things like they do not use the belly section of the hide, and they only get 2 pairs of boots from a hide where other companies get like 5 to 6 because Saddleback wants the toughest portions with the tightest fibers. Though we are lacking some of the information regarding the brands or companies involved, I believe Saddleback, after 23 years of working in the world of leather and partnering with tanneries around the world, have proven themselves to be experts, and I trust that they truly desire to partner with the best tanneries out there. Maybe I'll partner up with Saddleback Leather and head off to Italy and check out the tanneries and some of the factories firsthand myself. If that's something you guys want to see, make sure and write it down in the comments. Maybe Saddleback will hear about it and I could be saying hello from Italy in the future. I really appreciated their note on the website about the use of leather and the Bible. They articulate well the scriptures that show that God is blessing us, His creation, with animals and the use of their meat and hides for our purposes. They are big proponents of stewardship and regenerative practices. You'll notice that curved and brogued toe cap, and that is a true extra piece of leather, where some companies skive 2 pieces and stitch them together along the stitch row of the toe cap. They go extreme on everything, and that's what I love about Saddleback. Matched with that 100-year guarantee, their speed hooks are stronger than the rest, and they've sourced out an option with a metal washer on the back rather than that splayed out thin tin type speed hook that you sometimes see on other boot companies. I think you'll like and appreciate the smooth thin leather gusseted tongue. It's a half gusset and very easy to position to protect your foot from the laces. And in terms of laces, they offer 2 different styles of laces. That way you can style it in varying different options. I'd put that extra pair in your luggage if you go on a trip. It's never good to break a pair of laces and not have a plan ahead. Looking inside, you'll see the Saddleback mascot dog logo on the half-link sock liner. From there, they have a leather midsole and a steel shank inside. No need for a cork filler as they fill in that area with a custom fit piece of veg tan leather. This boot is made with a Goodyear welt construction, and they have opted to tie it down on a vegetable tan leather outsole. They use a special channel stitch and hide it under the outsole for a clean, dressy look. Check out the video on their website where you can see how the boot's made. It's truly fascinating. I don't have another pair like this. You'll notice a fiddleback on the midsole, which you often find in higher end dress shoes, Western boots, and some Pacific Northwest made boots. So friends, there's really no synthetic materials in these boots, and if you've been watching the channel, I just did a video on my shirt collection. I'm constantly talking about trying to get synthetics and all these generic fibers out of my wardrobe completely. I'm happy to know that none of that is in here. It's just stuffed with a bunch of Italian leather. And of course they put an actual leather heel stack on these boots, no fake stack here. It is a relatively modest in that they are trying to keep a pretty low drop from the heel to the ball of the foot. This is much more desirable for the average person than say the Nyx Urban Logger. The star of the show is the Munson last, and it's hand lasted in Italy. They do such a good job over at Saddleback Leather explaining all the many foot issues that this boot can potentially heal due to that Munson last. I did some research on the last aside from what Saddleback Leather says, and it truly does carry a history of success behind it. It appears as if the military stopped using it because it was difficult to make and they opted for a cheaper option and styles that looked more mainstream. Head over to their website, and under the boot page for this boot, you'll see 2 other videos that they put there. Go ahead and watch those. Really good information on these boots. And then click through and you can see that other video I mentioned earlier on the whole complete process of how these boots are made. Just for fun, what do you say we compare the last real quickly from these Saddleback boots to my Oak Street Bootmakers cap-toed trench boots? When putting them sole to sole, you'll see that the Saddleback Leather boot has a snug heel, narrow neck of the boot, and yet is plenty wide in the toe box. The Munson last is made to fit the foot and operate how the foot was designed to operate, in that the last is twisted. It ensures that you land on the heel and then will spring or twist around and cause you to push off the ball of your foot like you would if you're not wearing shoes at all. One of the redeeming features of the wider toe box of the Oak Street is that it is closer to that flat foot or barefoot shoe design that we're seeing today, where your toes have plenty of room to splay. Yet the Saddleback boot also offers plenty of room for your toes to splay due to that Munson last. And not just comparing to these boots, but I'd love to talk to you guys more about the last and the fit in the comments section, so make sure and ask any questions you have down there below. In terms of sizing, they have size 6 through 15 with half sizes and then 2 different width options. So I think a lot of you guys will be happy about that. They do say to size true to Brannock. Now I'm a 12 on a Brannock device and I went with 11.5, and that fits me really good. So I did go half a size down and I'm really happy with that fit. Now Saddleback is asking $679 at the time of filming, and I gotta tell you guys, each man has to decide individually what he can afford and how to spend his money. You know, I've went through the whole process on these boots, that hidden channel stitch there, the Munson last, the Italian leather, and all the handcrafted hours that are poured into this boot. You know, if you just look up veg tan leather in general, there's so many processes and so many man hours into just getting the leather ready so that Saddleback can make boots out of them. You're gonna have to do some more research, but I'll tell you what, friends, if you go and you decide not to buy these boots because of a lack of information, that's on you. I've done umpteen boots now. I have countless boots I've reviewed. I've been through boot shops, boot factories, all across the country. And I'll tell you what, friends, I've not seen a boot with so much information available online. So check out those 3 videos, and then there's several links to different pages where they go in and talk about their thought process on the leather. It's truly something how, You take a company like Saddleback Leather, who's been in it for 23 years, working with all these suppliers, distributors, and all that, not only down in Mexico, but America, and then Germany. And it's just, I don't want to bog you down regurgitating what's on the website, but there's just a plethora of information here. I can't wait. Make sure and stick around for the 1-year review where I've had more time in these boots. Already, I can notice a difference when I'm wearing them, but I'm constantly reviewing new boots. I'm in the middle of breaking in about 4 right now, so I'm not in the position to talk too much on that, but make sure and hang back. I'm gonna do a cleaning video as well, so maybe at that cleaning video, I'll offer more of the break-in process. But guys, I am super jazzed about this boot. As always, friends, I'll have a link to them in the description. Go ahead and check it out. Check out the website and stuff like that. But let me know, what else would you like to see from Saddleback Leather? I love these guys. I can't get enough of their products, their vibe. You know, they're Christians. You can see it on their website, all their literature. So I can get on board with that, because I always say, at the end of the day, this is a gentleman's journey, my journey toward becoming a better gentleman. And I look to Christ to do that. And it seems like Saddleback does as well. So you'll see more of them on the channel, but let me know what products you want to see from them or other boots in general. We got a really fun year coming up. We started it with a bang, so it's gonna be hard to get this good. I might have came out the gate a little too heavy this year with these boots, but I'll tell you what, friends, I think it's gonna be a really good year. So make sure and subscribe, stick back for more videos, and until the next one, God bless, and don't forget to give your boots some love from time to time. If you like this one, we got a bunch of content just like this. Check out the channel. We have everything in playlists, anything from more men's boots to menswear. Check back often. We got a bunch of great stuff coming up on the channel. Till the next one, God bless, and we'll catch you then.